second feet. Last time. 4 months? What old team?
Athleticism there, what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
That crazy. Did you click on the live stream? I'll go into replay mode so you can see what happened. Oh, Derrick Henry. Alright, Derrick Henry is punishing people again. Get off me. Get off me. Huh?
A big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Henry. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that out of production.
And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down, Chiefs.
Play action. Now Lynch. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught at the 8. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Colin Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a 1st quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I
that would be
script to
funny.
attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
A terrific opening drive has them now. On the door, 1st and goal. Trying to push it in with Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll give Henry another shot. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Delay of game, offense.
Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message. And the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Kaepernick now on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Past the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. And this is touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches, why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. To throw again. Lynch. They set up the screen for Henry. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Now a first carry for Lynch. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Alexander Johnson. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They go play action with Lynch. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our ties. They take the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And his pass, incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He's got his 6'5" receiver, that's Tim Patrick. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. The numbers a week ago from Melvin Gordon. 15 carries, 121 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job of limiting that.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. Running from the gun with Henry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They go play action now. Lynch. He left. Lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, Lynch. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Kansas City.
Here's the option. And the second wave is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The Chiefs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. 10th carry down for Derrick Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs hang on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver's offense ready to go again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. But this defense very accustomed to trying to stop Melvin Gordon. It's the same division, the AFC West, but a different uniform for Gordon, spending 5 years with the Chargers before joining these Broncos in the offseason. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Kaepernick will try again on second down. Able to get this to Gordon. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Lynch. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they bring him to the ground. Goes a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate. And it's second down. Throwing again. Lynch going with a screen for Murray. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Lynch. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. From the gun on third down, it's Lynch. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, that's from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the visiting Chargers who were able to come in and steal one on the road. 28-9, the final score. Another game of interest in the AFC East has us checking in on the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the 49ers as that one's gone to the half. Cam Newton with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to the desert. Let's check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they trail in that ball game.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Set to kick off.
Carlson now to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lynch. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And Tate's got it.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. A first down carry for Henry. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
from the gun, it's Lynch. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. A big pickup of 38.
And that's where it pays to throw to one of the tallest receivers in the game, because you know he can out-jump virtually anyone in the NFL. And don't think for a second his quarterback doesn't understand that. He can put the ball in places that only he would have a chance to go and get it. Old High Pockets himself makes that play.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd and 2, Lynch. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now he's flushed out left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for K.J. Hamler. Incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter. And they've got plenty of opportunities to get in sync? Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Gets past one man. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. Well, the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his to absolute devastating effect.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. And Denver getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
This is the tight end fan. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
37-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw, Kaepernick. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back,
and he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. So 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Off the play fake. Here's Lynch. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game. Finally forced an incompletion.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. And look at this. It's a fake.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Paxton Lynch now, he gets set and heads back onto the field. He's been great. Looked down at the stat monitor here a moment ago. He's already over 300 yards in the third quarter.
And you get the sense there are plenty more yards to come. He's been sharp right from the beginning, finding the open target, knows exactly where he wants to go with the football, and is delivering it really well.
And now he is in search of more yardage on this drive.
At the 23-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second down, it's Henry. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed to...
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Yeah, the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And they'll try to run the option here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
On first down, Kaepernick. Got Gordon open, completes it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos cut into that lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone, and the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
And out come the Chiefs now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Well, first down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
To throw is Kaepernick. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Kaepernick again. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. They find some open field here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Zone as a 2-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run with Henry. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. What's the significance?
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
So the Broncos now down by 11. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Kaepernick going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he knocks him over. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
He's brought down.
Now another timeout called for. By the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Henry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. It's Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You were raised so the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, out of the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes when you walk your ups in a town you could raid where there ain't no love. Where do I go? When I'm alone? Not on the phone.
But still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside. Us. Shoes us in the belly of the beach, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you limits, and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade, quick, when it takes center stage, way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze. On each and every way, put me in the water for the save. They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Lemonade, lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Oh.
over grind, game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on the feet. Take the L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming. Against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a youngin', they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. 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 Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah,
turn it on. Maybe the shoes, maybe the team, maybe the...
Stadium in Kansas City. Set to kick off. It's week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. A first down throw, Darnold. And the Chiefs are going to get him. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It's second down.
Another try after the first down sack. Darnold looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Here's Gallman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Throwing on second down. Darnold. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Jeremy Chin. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Lynch. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And right away, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, Lynch. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. That's complete to Gallman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now Gallman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder. His sixth touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Play action. Now Lynch. He'll buy some time right. Got a man. That's Colin Johnson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case...
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Simmons is on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Chiefs' 42-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. This is Gallman. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. The Conley's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A delayed give to Gallman. And it's a fumble. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets 7, Chiefs nothing.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Conley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
Play action. It's Lynch. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Frustrating for...
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. So they get the 1st down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. They'll throw on 1st down with Lynch. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City 1st down. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field, but if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, it's Lynch. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Colin Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And man, talking about zinging something in there on those gloves. They help with one-handed catches the first. Any padding for a target like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
A little stinger, but a touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it... Lines up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a run with Geis. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 41-yard punt, given 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
And now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Rolling to his right. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. Eluding the pressure. Lynch fighting, and he lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
The quarterback keeps it.
You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
25-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on fourth down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And now Lynch. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Derrick Henry. As the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Darnold down to throw. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the 2nd half in Week 8 in the NFL. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir.
Intercepted by the Jets.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
2 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now Darnold. That's caught by Hollister. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First down, Jets.
This is Geis. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On second and 12, Darnold throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Darnold. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. To throw is Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jacob Hollister, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, Lynch, flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Now Lynch to throw. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Lynch. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, Lynch. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Jets.
Gallman will run it. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Darnold. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
What was that, man?
What is this?
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Bernardrick McKinney, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, throw complete to Herndon. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Third and long, it's Darnold. They're going to Gallman here on the screen. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Oh, no, he lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league,
that is into the hands of Perriman. Touchdown, Jets. Brashad Perriman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. They need a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And the next-gen stats show him reaching at a top speed of 20 miles an hour. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Lynch. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all. And
he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brian Poole.